Well, and it's interesting how the algorithm works too. I bet even in the group, depending on what you put, will probably pop it up in the feed.
Yeah, totally. All right. So usually after this brief minute right here, we are live. And I'm
Nice.
looking at it in the group as well, so I can always tell. And I'll just go ahead and start with our introduction when we get
Awesome.
started up here. Okay. Just waiting for Facebook to catch up with us. Okay, here we are. Excellent. So let me just turn this on so I can see the comments and turn that down. Great. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining me tonight. As I said last night in our prayer session, I am so super excited to be chatting with Tresa tonight. And it's been the highlight all day long. I've been on the edge of my seat. So I'm really excited for you guys to meet her and hear what she has to share with you and the information that she's bringing to us tonight in Black Women and Infertility and as it relates to our fertility and our wellness. So Tresa, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, it is my
Awesome.
pleasure. It is my pleasure. We chatted beforehand, and just all that you were sharing with me in our brief interview before our live tonight, I was just like, I have to bring her to the group. And I'm just excited about tonight. So without further ado, we're just going to dig right in.
Okay, that's fabulous.
Excellent.
Did you already give them a little info about me?
Yes, I did. So
Okay, fabulous.
I created a flyer. So the women already know that you were going to be here tonight and, your background and, a little bit about you. But I'm going to go ahead and read your bio just for, just to give them a little more background. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that I can read it. So Tresa, I think you can see this. This is the flyer that I created. That's us.
I don't see it actually.
Did you see it?
No.
Oh, okay. Huh. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and read your bio because I have that up. Is that all right?
Oh, there it is now. It's coming.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, all right. So, Tresa's bio reads, I am a single mom with a strong faith in Jesus. Amen. I am a certified holistic health coach with a degree in holistic nutrition. Amen. A Christian yoga teacher and a doTerra Wellness Advocate. One of the highlights for me. I started this journey to help myself with some gut issues and found that lifestyle changes and natural solutions changed my life for the better. I have lots of energy, which I love, Tresa. Take medications at all. My immune system is strong and healthy, and I feel better in my 50s than I did in my 30s. Amen. Love that, Tresa.
Thank you.
Love sharing natural solutions with others, especially other women, as we need to support one another on this journey of living our best life. Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. All right. So now that I've stopped sharing my screen, fantastic. Let's see. And Zoom just has like just a little loop, but that's all right. we'll pick back up.
Okay.
See, Tresa, as we're waiting for Facebook to pick back up, let me just say hi to a couple of people that are on and thank them for their time. So thank you so much, Nina, for viewing. Thank you, Sharon, for coming on. We appreciate you. Shalonda, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to be here. Danielle, thank you so much. And also, if you are viewing and I haven't said your name just because, you know, of technology or whatever, go ahead and type in the comments. Yes, thank you, thank you. Go ahead and type in the comments. Just say hi to us. Let me know you're here and you're hearing me okay. That's always beneficial and helpful because sometimes we can get right into things and share a bunch of information. And if there is any audio issues, it might throw it off just a little bit. But if you could go ahead and let me know you're here, that'd be great. Thank you, Francis. Thank you for joining us. Francis says hello, Tresa.
Hi, Francis. So nice to meet you all.
And Sharon was throwing us up some hearts. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Yeah, awesome. Fantastic. Okay, so it looks like we're coming through all right.
Awesome.
And, so ladies, thank you, Tabitha, for joining. Thank you. So ladies, go ahead and put your comments in the comment section. I'm gonna do my best to maybe target 1 or 2 comments as it relates to the live and in the sake of time. We will have time after Tresa shares her information to answer some specific questions. And of course, there'll be an opportunity to connect with her outside of this live where you can ask more general, you know, more personal questions as it relates to you in your journey, okay? So with that being said, Tresa, we're just gonna give it to you.
Okay.
And, the floor is all yours.
All right. So I thank you for that introduction, and I'm so excited to be here. You know, I found once I found that I was doing things with my diet and my lifestyle, natural solutions were so life-changing for me. But when I found doTerra oils, I had used other oils before, didn't really know what I was doing. When I found doTerra oils, the education that came along with them, it was really life-changing for me and my family. So amazing. So I want you to know that I have this amazing, huge team of leaders that I'm connected with all over the world. But we have a really strong team here in the United States. And I have all these amazing leaders. There's a nurse practitioner, there's a naturopath, there's chiropractors, there's health coaches, there's all sorts of people. And it's a very diverse group. And I have this one leader who I really check in with frequently. Her name is Felicia. She's a Black woman. And I checked in with her the other day and I said, I'm going live in this group. I want you to just give me, if there's any tips or anything. I told her some of the things I was going to talk about it. And she said, absolutely, super important. Talk about the toxins, talk about the fragrance.
Yes.
So I just want you to know that I have this amazing team. It's not like it's just me. I have so much support from so many amazing women, and we work together and we're always checking in with each other. You know, I have this customer that needs help with this. Do you have experience with that? So it's a really great support system, and it's been amazing. So I'm just going to give you a real quick little personal story. When I first started with oils, my daughter was 21. She's 25 now. And she had been diagnosed as a child with some exercise-induced asthma. When she was in high school, she had a big flare-up and they put her on a lot of meds. And she hated being on all these inhalers and medications. And when I started with the oils, we had a really good conversation. And she said, Mom, I don't want to be on all this medicine. What do you got? And so we started using oils and different products, some of the supplements. And over the course of about 2 years, she got off of everything, all her allergy meds, all her inhalers. She manages everything now with essential oils. She even had surgery a couple of years ago and managed her recovery from surgery with just essential oils. So that was pretty cool. Siobhan, I can't see you, so I don't know if your screen is still sharing, which is fine, but just to let you know. I don't know if maybe Facebook just hasn't caught up. So I'm going to
Yeah.
give you a really
Just to
quick,
let you know, Tressa, I'm looking at us here
and you
on,
can see me fine.
on the Facebook. I have it up on my phone, and it
Great.
looks like we're coming through all right,
Perfect.
coming through
Okay.
perfect. So we can
Awesome.
continue.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you ladies a really quick overview of essential oils. What we do is we teach classes because we really want to educate people. You can go to Walmart or the dollar spot at Target or on Amazon and buy essential oils anywhere.
Yep.
But
Yep.
you're not getting good quality oils. And Siobhan and I talked about this at length when we had
Yes.
our conversation. So I really want you to understand that doTERRA oils are the purest and most potent oils that you can find anywhere in the world. And a lot of it has to do with how they source the oils, because they go where the plants are grown naturally in the world. So for example, vetiver is an oil the plant grows in Haiti. That's where we get it from.
Excellent.
Frankincense comes from Somalia. They don't believe that growing their own is going to get them the best quality. But the other amazing thing about this company is they work with farmers all over the world. They pay them a fair wage. They help them to make sure that they know
So
what they're
good.
doing, and they're not using chemicals or pesticides or anything that's going to contaminate the oils.
Excellent.
So the oils are safer, more effective, and less expensive than most modern approaches that you may find, like
Okay.
medications, whether it's over the counter or prescription. Um,
Okay.
so a lot of the safety comes to do with, because they are so pure. doTERRA tests their oils about 70 different times, some with our in-house and some by a third party. So it's not just doTERRA doing the testing, and that makes them super, super pure. And the effectiveness of them is amazing. Oregano works like an antibiotic. So if you know people that have had a lot of antibiotics and they become resistant to those antibiotics, essential oils can actually help. And I've actually cured myself of a sinus infection using just oils in
Amen.
3 days.
And just to your point, Tressa, I'm so glad that you made the point that you can go to, any of the department stores or on Amazon and get the oils, but we're not always getting the purest, best quality. I'm glad you brought that up, because before I found doTERRA, I did that. Like, I went on Amazon, and nowadays they have all these funny, funky details and wording, authentic, and all these terms to make you feel comfortable in buying it, but in actuality it's not good quality. And so I'm glad you brought that up. You get what you pay for, is what my mother-in-law used to say.
It's really true. And the thing is, because doTERRA oils, so this bottle, I don't know if you can see it, but this is a 15 milliliter bottle. It
Yeah.
has 250 drops of oil. Because the oils are so powerful and so pure, one drop can be life-changing. And you really
Yeah.
only start with one drop. So when you look at price per drop, it's
Yep.
pennies. If someone in my house has feel like they're coming down with an ear infection,
Yep.
we take 2 drops of tea tree oil and 2 drops of lavender,
Yes.
rub it around their ear, bring it down into the lymph node. 64 cents, usually one application, maybe 2, and they're fine. So if you look at the cost of what it costs to go to the doctor and take time off from work, and prescriptions and all the copays and everything, the oils end up saving me tons of money every year. They really, really do. So, and the
Excellent.
effectiveness, you just can't beat it. It really is amazing. So I will caution you too about buying doTERRA oils on Amazon, because they've been found to have been adulterated, because you can buy an actual screw-on cap, and there's just some dishonest people out there that will try to sell their oils. So you always want to buy doTERRA oils through someone like me. The other reason you do that is because then you have me as your wellness advocate, and I stay connected with you and help you with whatever you need and answer all your questions.
That is so awesome, Tressa, and I just wanted to say, before I went on to the doTERRA website themselves, before I decided, I'm just going to go directly to the source, I went on Amazon. Like a lot of us are on Amazon every day.
Of
And how
course
do
you are.
you beat the 2-day shipping and, the convenience of just going to Amazon? So I'm glad that you pointed that out, that there are benefits to going directly to the source.
Yeah. And I mean, we have an amazing
Wellness.
Facebook group where we continue to educate people. Customers on my
Excellent.
team get to come to continuing education classes. I support them with lots of extras. And I'm always, as a matter of fact, right before we got on, I had one of my customers texting me saying, I have a UTI, what do I use? And I was sharing some
Wow.
information with her. So she's got little
Great.
ones and she uses oils for everything. So it's great. So just real
Yes.
quick, there's 3 ways you can use essential oils:
Okay.
aromatically, or smelling them. You can smell them out of the bottle. You can put it in your hands and just breathe it in. 1 drop of
Absolutely.
peppermint will clear everything up for you. It's amazing. You can diffuse them in a diffuser. The second way you can use them is topically. So if you have a stomach ache, you might rub an oil right on your stomach. Your aches and pains, that kind of thing. And then the third way that you can use doTERRA oils, many of our oils can be taken internally. They're actually qualified as a supplement,
Wow.
and you can put them
Yes.
in. I put citrus oils like lemon and grapefruit in my water all day long. They help you detox your body. They help
That's
alkalize your
amazing.
system. They're amazing. I put peppermint in brownies. There's so many great things you can do with them. So
Now,
uh,
I just learned, you just taught me that, Tresa, that you can digest the essential oils. I
yeah.
never knew that, which,
Right. There's a few blends that you can't, like the respiratory blend, the breathe, you wouldn't take that
yeah,
one internally, but a lot of them you can. And there's a lot of benefits to taking them internally because it kind of
yep,
drives things into your system differently. Some people aren't ready to do that in the beginning, but a lot of people, once they've tried a couple, are like,
yeah.
wow, this is amazing, you know?
That makes so much sense when you're getting the pure form of something. Like we all have had peppermint, and eating it, or whether it's a candy or a drop or what have you, and lemon in a drop or what have you, in our teas and stuff. So when you're getting the pure form, it makes sense that you can digest it.
Mhm. So just for an example,
Wow.
1 drop of peppermint oil is
Hmm.
equal to drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea.
Oh my gosh.
That's how powerful it is.
Wow.
So, and we have like oregano and basil and all sorts of herbal oils you can use in cooking. And, there's
Excellent.
just the uses are endless, really. So,
Absolutely.
but I want to share some really important information with you ladies because I mean, we could talk for hours about
Yeah.
all the different uses for oils, but what I really want to focus
Absolutely.
on is some information that can really help you ladies with the path that you're on right now. Um, and I did a little research through some of my resources on infertility because I know that's kind of what you focus on here. And there's a lot of different things that can really affect it. One of them is candida overgrowth,
Mm.
which a lot of people don't even know that they have. Um, and I actually have in this book that I have, this is a great book. It's essential oils for pregnancy, birth, and babies. And it's by a woman who's a midwife. And
Excellent.
she actually talks in here about how you can actually test yourself um, if you think that might be a problem. But it's one of the things that we always recommend to women when they're trying to get their hormones on track is to do a cleanse. And it can be really, really helpful for infertility. So cleaning up your diet, cleaning up your lifestyle. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Stress is another thing that with
Mm.
everything that you ladies have going on, and especially with the world right now, on top of all that,
Yes.
there's so much
Yes.
stress. Stress is, it's so important for us to stay healthy and manage our stress. First of all, it's important for our immune system. And right now we want to keep our immune system extra strong, right? But the
Absolutely.
other thing is that chronic fatigue, if you're fatigued and you're stressed all the time, is going to really mess with your hormones and your adrenals, which is going to make everything that you're trying to do harder. So eating healthy, spending time, meditating, prayer, those are super important for bringing your stress down. I'm a
Absolutely.
yoga teacher. Deep breathing People do not breathe deeply enough. We actually only use about 30% of our lungs on a regular basis. So
Wow.
stop a couple times during the day and just take a few nice deep breaths, really getting that breath down into your belly, blowing it out. It really helps to detox your body and calm your stress. So little things
Absolutely.
like that. Make sure you're drinking enough water and you're getting some good night, good sleep. Exercise, all those things are super, super important in a natural lifestyle and just keeping yourself healthy and strong. But one of the things that I really want to share with you is about estrogen. A lot of us have an
Yes, Tresa.
overabundance of estrogen in our system. And most of that comes from estrogen that we call it xenoestrogen, and it's
Right.
really fake estrogen is what it is. And it's very toxic to our bodies. We find it in a lot of products that we use on our skin, in our
Absolutely.
hair, cleaning products that we use. It's in the environment, it's in the air we breathe, it's in your toothpaste, it's in your deodorant, it's in lawn care products, weed killers, it's in our food, pesticides and chemicals, artificial sweeteners. It's hard to avoid it completely, but there
Yeah,
are a lot of things that you can do to clean it up. Simple things like trying to eat as much organic food as you can.
absolutely.
There's a website called the EWG, ewg.org. And if you go
Okay.
on their website, you can find they always have a list every year of what they call the dirty dozen. And those are the
Yes,
top 12 foods that you want to make sure that you're getting organic because
absolutely.
they absorb the most pesticides and chemicals. Um,
Yeah. I think I saw a list like that, Tressa, and it's usually fruits with the softer skin.
Yeah, like strawberries are like a
Very,
sponge. So
yeah,
if it's not
yeah.
an organic strawberry, I just choose not to eat it.
Right, right.
So make good choices. I think the price of organic foods is definitely coming down. I
Yes.
actually get a box delivered every week from a company called Misfits Market, and
Mm.
it's organic fruits and vegetables delivered to my door. If
Right.
anybody's interested, I can give you a discount code so you can save 25% on the first one. I
Oh,
can share it with
nice.
you and you
Okay.
can share it in the group if you want, Siobhan.
Okay.
So, but let me give you an example, okay? Your skin is dry, so you're slathering yourself with lotion and
Mm.
it smells good, but your skin is the biggest organ in your body. And everything
Right.
that you put on your skin absorbs into your body. And in about 30 minutes, all those chemicals and whatever's in there gets into every cell in your body, in your bloodstream, everywhere.
Wow.
So
30 minutes, you said?
30 minutes. And I know this
Wow.
because that's how quick essential oils can affect your system if you put them on topically.
Wow.
So
Never knew
one of
that.
the biggest hormone disruptors and toxins is labeled fragrance. Now,
Mm.
so anything that has the label on your label when you're reading, it says fragrance, and a lot of times it's kind of far down. You really got to
Right.
read labels. If it says fragrance, the FDA has said there are like 3,000 chemicals that they can use in fragrance. They don't have to label what they are. And most of them are petroleum based or like crude oil. And they're very,
Wow.
very toxic to your system. You'll find them in fragrance in candles. You'll find it in cleaning products. You'll find it in a lot of personal care products, whether you
Yep.
put it on your hair or your skin, it gets into your body. Even if you're breathing it in, got a candle burning, you're breathing those carcinogens in. They're cancer causing, they're toxic to your body, and they're hormone disruptors. And they throw off your estrogen in your body. So your body thinks it has too much estrogen. So
Right.
I'm going to give you some tips at the end, but that's going to be one of them because fragrance, I think, is one of the biggest things that you should start looking for. So,
Absolutely.
um, now, so you're probably wondering, like, what can oils do? Well, oils can help with fibroids. They can help
Excellent.
with stress relief. They can help with sleep. They can help to cleanse your body and detox your body. So a simple oil like lemon, if you put lemon in your water, 1 drop of lemon in your water every day starts to help detox your body, and it helps your liver to do a better job of detoxing and clean
Yes.
out the chemicals, the heavy metals. If you've ever been on antibiotics or had any vaccines at all, there's
Mm,
traces of those in your system. And
wow.
so the oils can help you. We actually do have a whole cleanse program that uses oils and supplements that has been incredibly effective for a lot of ladies.
Excellent.
It makes you feel great and it's super helpful. I also have a great fertility blend that I've shared with people. Um,
Yes.
and I actually have a customer, actually the one that was texting me right before.
Yeah.
She had a lot of trouble getting pregnant. She adopted 2 children, and then she got pregnant and miscarried pretty far
Mm,
along.
yeah.
And then she was having a lot of trouble and really trying to do a lot of really natural solutions, really cleaning up her life, um,
Right.
using a lot of natural products. And we got her a fertility blend and the oil so she could make it up. And then she started taking some of our supplements. And she called me before she called her mother to tell me she was pregnant. She was so excited.
So awesome.
And she had the baby last, he's almost a year old now and he's doing great. And she uses
Oh,
oils on her
wow.
babies and her in her home. And it's just super.
Congratulations to her.
So I'm going to give you a few of my top tips. And then if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to stay on and answer any questions.
Excellent.
So I think one of the first swaps that I always suggest people when they're trying to go natural is to swap out your deodorant. Because when you're
Yeah.
using an antiperspirant, especially a lot of them have aluminum in them, plus they're loaded with chemicals and fragrance, you're clogging up the pores in your underarm. There's a reason why we sweat there, because we're supposed to sweat out all the toxins in our body, and there's a lot of lymph nodes there. And if you're clogging it up with antiperspirant and deodorants that are loaded with all these toxins, you're actually making it worse. And so I always suggest to people that that would be one of the first swaps you make. doTerra has an amazing deodorant. There's natural deodorants that you could find even
Excellent.
on, at Target or CVS or wherever you shop. But just make sure that you read the labels, because that was going to be my next suggestion. Read the labels because you don't want it to have fragrance in it. And there's
Ah,
other, there's a
mhm.
lot of other, if there's a lot of ingredients and it's a very long list and a lot of words that you can't pronounce, chances are you
Sure.
don't want to do it. The EWG also has a whole site where you can look at clean products and it rates them.
Ah,
So that's another great place to look. But another cool thing that you can do when you first switch to a natural deodorant, you may find that you have a little bit of an odor in the beginning. That's because your body has a lot of detoxing to do. If you're
mm,
not clogging it up anymore, it's going to detox a little bit more.
yeah,
I
that's
promise
good to
you,
know.
I promise you that it goes away. But one thing that you can do is you can make a homemade mud mask or use a good clean mud mask. doTerra does have one, but you can get others that are really good, fragrance
Yes.
free, minimal ingredients. Put the mud mask on your pits for like 10 minutes before you shower a couple times a week. It helps
Nice.
to draw those toxins out and
Right.
it will help you detox faster.
Okay.
So
Okay.
then read labels, try to start eliminating things with fragrance. And it's
Yeah.
a lot. Do it a little bit at a
Yeah.
time.
And
Um,
that I can see the struggle in that, Tressa, eliminating things, because some of the things that we love the most have fragrance in it.
yeah.
Some of the home oils, that the plugins that we
Mhm.
all love,
Yeah.
fragrance, the automatic sprayers. I have one over here.
Yeah.
Um, and they're all loaded with fragrance, but it's not good for you, and
It's
it's not.
not. And you're breathing that in and it gets into your lungs and it gets in, everything absorbs into your cells of your body and it,
Right.
disrupts things. So with essential oils, you can make sprays, you can spray your room, you can spray your bedding, you can
Right.
spray, I put, oh, another thing that's very toxic is dryer sheets. They are
Oh,
loaded with chemicals. So what I do is I
okay.
have wool dryer balls and I put
Mm,
essential oils on them, and
yeah.
it smells great, and your clothes do not have any static cling because the dryer balls help to avoid that. And it's
Yep.
wonderful. And laundry detergent too. So it's funny, my daughter, her boyfriend's not here, so I can say this out loud.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend did her laundry for her once. This was like a year ago. It was last summer. They
Yep.
were up at his family's house up in New Hampshire, and he did a load of her laundry with like Tide or something. And
Wow.
because we
Yeah.
haven't been using any of that, she brought it home and she said, Mom, I can't, the smell is so strong. We washed that
Mm.
laundry 3 times and put it out in the sun, and still there were traces. It took a long time to get the smell.
Wow.
So if it's that powerful, it's not
Hmm.
good for you. But you
Yeah.
know, you can put oils in a diffuser. My house smells great. People walk in and they're like, oh, this smells so good. And there's
Absolutely.
so many amazing scents. We have, you know, cinnamon and citrus oils, and you can mix them up and make great blends. And we have blends that
Absolutely.
smell like the holidays.
Oh, I
So
have
good.
my favorite, Tressa. I have my Breathe. And, even when I'm not like putting it in my diffuser, which I have going now, because I
Yeah,
always do, um,
good.
for my immune system, I just love the way it smells. It
It
just
does smell
wakes you
great,
up
doesn't it?
and it's so vibrant. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Breathe is a great blend. It's our respiratory blend and it's great. So that was
Ah.
the first oil that my daughter started using. She started using it on the bottom of her feet. And then doTERRA makes
Oh,
these
wow.
amazing like roller bottles, and you just
Hmm.
roll it on. Like I'll just show you here. You just roll it on. And so she has
Right.
a roller bottle of Breathe, and she puts it on her chest. I use
Yep.
it before I go outside for a walk, or if I'm going to be out in the yard gardening, I put it right on. It helps clear you
Hmm.
right up. It's
I never
amazing.
did that. Yeah.
Oh, and this was magnolia that I just opened, and it smells so good. You can make
Yeah.
perfumes out of perfume is another one that's really the all that chemicals.
Oh,
So
all the
it's
things
all
that we
synthetic.
love.
It's but you know what? We have so many. We have jasmine and magnolia and
Yeah.
neroli and all these beautiful flowery oils. You can make your own blends, and it's
Yep.
so good. There's just so much fun you can do with it.
Yeah.
So,
It's so much
um,
better for us.
right. And so as far as cleaning your house, you can clean almost anything in your house with baking soda and vinegar. You can
Yeah, I heard
scrub
that.
your toilet, your shower. You can make a spray with white vinegar, water, and then add like a squirt of dish soap. The best is like an unscented Castile soap, but to start with, you could
Yep.
just use
Love
whatever you
Castile
have.
soup.
And if you have essential oils, you add some essential oils to it, shake it up, and it kills all the germs. Essential oils kill germs better
Nice.
than all the other things. You can
Yeah,
make your own hand sanitizing spray. We do sell one, but you can make your own with
that's excellent.
distilled water. Right now, we've been using alcohol, which you don't have to, but we've been using about half alcohol, half distilled water.
Yep.
And I use a blend called On Guard, which is a really amazing blend that helps with the
Yes.
immune system, and it's fabulous. So there's so many things. We have tons of recipes we share all the time. We
Yeah.
educate people. It's just amazing. I love my oils.
Yeah.
And then try to eat as healthy as you can. As
Yeah.
much, you know, plant-based whole foods are really the best options. Try to
Hmm.
avoid too much processed stuff. But you know, it's
Absolutely.
the lifestyle is a process.
It is
And
a
so
process.
that's what I work with people on, is helping them get through that process and get to the point. And some people start really small and they just take baby steps and they do a little bit at a time. And that's great
Right.
too, because every little bit helps. So do what you can.
Excellent.
And
Yeah.
I'd love
I
to
mentioned
offer,
to you, Tressa, the other day, my guilty pleasure, that pine sol
yes.
you gave me was so amazing. My mom came by today and I should have shared it with her. I will share it with her tomorrow.
Yeah.
But my mom, I love going to her house because her house smells like pine sol and it just reminds me of how much she cleans, and her house is always clean and smelling so great. I love that. It's more about the nostalgia of the pine sol than anything, because definitely when you use a lot of it, you start choking and coughing. But
Right. But we have like Siberian fir and Douglas fir and black spruce and all these
so
amazing
good. I
tree
need to get
oils.
that.
And you could use, a couple of those, and maybe add a citrus with it if you wanted to put like orange or lemon or something in with this, like black spruce or something, and make this
Yeah,
amazing smelling. And you're going to find that you like it better, and then you feel so much better. And
I'm
the cool thing is
sure.
you can spray it on your floor or on your countertop. And then if
Mhm.
you put food down and it's on the countertop where you just clean with that natural cleaner, it's
Yes.
totally safe.
Nice. I need to get that because I love that smell. It just does something to me, but I know it's not good for me. So that is such an amazing tip. And I
Yeah.
definitely need to get some of that.
Awesome. So I want to make sure that I let your ladies know that I would love to offer any of you a free wellness consult with me. If you want to take
Wow.
20 to 30 minutes to sit down with me, we can either do a Zoom chat or a phone call, and I would be happy to talk to you about what you have personally going on and help guide you around kind of cleaning up your lifestyle, trying some natural solutions. And if anybody is not a doTERRA customer already and would like to get started with doTERRA, I'm doing a special program this month where I'm offering some special freebies to people. So
Excellent.
um, that's something that we can talk about too. So lots of great stuff. And like I said, I just really love helping people find natural solutions. So um,
Wow.
you can share my phone number. They can text me, email me,
All
however they
right.
want to reach out to me. I'm on Facebook too. So you can share all my information, let them know, and reach out to me and just let me know that you were here in Siobhan's group, and we'll get you going.
Excellent. So, Tressa, just for record, what are the ways that they can reach you? Like, I know you're on Facebook, but what is your name on Facebook for
It
them?
is
Okay.
Tresa Roland Salters. You can message
Okay.
me there. I also have a business page that's at Live Well Blessed. And my email address is blessedtress, TRES, at comcast.net. And you can give them my phone number. It's 617
Absolutely.
688 8622. That's my cell phone. You can text me or call me anytime.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tressa. And ladies, I will absolutely give you all of Tressa's contact information, her name on Facebook, her email, and her phone number. Definitely reach out to her. We all need a wellness coach, a wellness advocate for ourselves. This journey, I was just saying to Tressa, even before we came on live, that, a lot of times we go to our doctor and we say, make me pregnant or get me pregnant. But there's so many aspects to this fertility journey, and just cleaning up your lifestyle, cleaning up your diet, detoxing your environment and your home is a part of it. It's an important part. And even after the fertility part, is an essential part to your overall wellness. So thank you so much, Tressa. I appreciate you and all that you've shared with us tonight.
Oh, you're so welcome. Did anybody have any questions?
Yeah, so before we wrap up, absolutely, let me just check and see if there are any questions. We do have a few moments for that. So thank you, Demisha, for viewing, and Sherry, thank you so much. And ladies, feel free to go ahead and put your comments in, any comments that you have for Tressa now, while we have her on this live. We'll go ahead and get to as many of them as we possibly can. But Tressa, just while I'm waiting for the comments to load up here,
Yeah.
you mentioned changing deodorant as a very practical tip, something
Yeah.
you can do like right now or
Mhm.
tomorrow. What is another very practical tip that we can do to just kind of clean up our environment and our lifestyle that we could very well implement tomorrow?
Well, I really think the cleaning, because if you have baking soda and vinegar in your house, you can
Yeah.
use that to clean anything. So stop using Lysol and
Ah,
hand sanitizer. Like, there's some really bad chemicals in hand sanitizer. And the
mhm.
thing about, they've been telling us, wash your hands is a great tip, but make sure you're washing your hands with
Absolutely.
just basic soap. anything that's antibacterial has a lot of chemicals in it. And what it does is it kills the bad germs, but it also kills the good germs. And we need those good germs to keep us healthy.
Right.
So if you're Lysoling everything in sight, you're not exposed to any germs. And then when you are, you're actually more susceptible to getting sick, which you don't want to do. So we really need to be exposed to germs. Another great tip is get outside. It's going to be a beautiful weekend.
Yes.
Get some
Yes.
fresh air. Sunshine is so good for you. I actually read an article today that said that there was some doctor was claiming that vitamin D is super, super important for the virus that's going around. But the best
Absolutely. I
vitamin
read
D
that
that you
too.
can get is from the sun. Get outside.
Absolutely.
No sunscreen. Sunscreen is another thing that's full of toxins. There are some good
Wow.
natural sunscreens,
Mm-hmm.
but so I'm a little older than you, and I remember when sunscreen first was a huge thing when I was a kid, like it all of a sudden everybody had to start using sunscreen. But I
Yeah.
feel like skin cancer is almost worse now than it was before then. And I have to wonder because there's all these chemicals. You're slathering it on your skin. We just talked about how it's the biggest organ in your body. It's
Right.
absorbing, and then you're going out and baking it into your skin.
Yeah. And it's so interesting that you said that about the sunscreen, because now the new thing that is coming out, even for women, melanated women, dark-skinned women like
Yeah.
myself, a lot of product companies are saying we need sunscreen. We got to get sunscreen. And so, one, we're missing out on some of that vitamin D. And two, a lot of these sunscreens are full of chemicals, as you were.
Full of chemicals, fragrance. Think about the way they smell.
Wow.
You go to the beach and you smell all the people like, you know,
Right,
so
right.
yeah,
Walking
right.
sunscreen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That
So,
is
I mean,
so good. Thank you.
no problem. So there's a lot of really simple little things, that you can do. There are good, just zinc alone is better um, to use than any of the other sunscreens. But you can also avoid that middle of the day when it's super, super sunny. But if you're getting
Right.
out regularly, I haven't used a drop of sunscreen all summer. I used some oils on a day that a couple days when I went to the beach. But I get out
Yeah.
in the sun every single day. I didn't have a sunburn the entire summer.
Yeah.
Um,
Me too. I love that. I take advantage of my lunch break, even if
yeah.
it's for 5-10 minutes. I just go out, get a little sun, and then go back in. It makes a huge difference in my.
Yeah. They
All right.
say 20 to 30 minutes of sun without sunscreen a day will help you absorb a lot of vitamin D.
Absolutely. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I want to say we have Trisha who is on also. Thank you, Trisha. Layla, thank you so much for taking the time to view with us. Ladies, go ahead and put your comments in while we have Tresa on the live right now. But again, I have her contact information. I have all of her handles. And I will, after this live, I will be uploading that information for you women to reach out to her and connect with her, consult with her, and ask her any specific questions you have as it relates to your own personal wellness and health. So that will be made available right after this live. Yeah, so I'm so glad you mentioned that about the vitamin D and the zinc also.
Yep.
I take zinc, but now that I'm thinking about it, are there any of the oils, Tresa, that specifically have the zinc or zinc components?
There aren't. So essential oils are, they're aromatic compounds that come from plants. So they don't really
Yeah.
have like vitamins or minerals in them. But doTERRA
Okay.
does actually have some amazing supplements
Oh, okay.
that are probably the best. I think they're the best supplements you can get. The thing about them is a lot of supplements that you buy are full of fillers. And so you're spending money,
Right.
and most of it you're flushing down the toilet because you're just peeing it out. So if you want to make sure that you get a supplement that's bioavailable to the body. So all of doTERRA's supplements are whole food supplements. They're made from whole foods. So we know that your
Nice.
body absorbs all of them. And then they include essential oils in a lot of the supplements because the essential oils actually help to drive things into your system further and help them to work better. They also have a tummy tamer blend in their supplements because a lot of people complain that, they take supplements and they get a stomach ache.
Oh,
And so they have a tummy tamer blend in the supplements. So it helps them to digest and kind of settle in yours, and you're not going to have that stomach upset.
wow, that's
Yeah.
excellent. And I didn't know that doTERRA had the supplements, but
We have
great that they do.
skincare. We have
Mhm.
amazing hair care. We have
Wow.
supplements. We have like some unscented lotions. Occasionally they'll come out with a scented one, but it's all scented with essential oils. But
Yeah.
the skincare, we have some great serums and lotions and scrubs, and we have body care. We have a body butter that is the most delicious smelling body butter, and it really feels like slippery, but like soft butter. Oh, it's so good.
Whipped butter.
Yes,
Excellent.
it's so good. We have a whole spa line, and we even
Nice.
have some men's products. We have some baby products. We have kids oils. So really, really diverse. And our convention is next week. There's going to be some new products coming out. We don't know what they're going to be, but we're super excited to get some new products. So lots of great stuff. So and we've got laundry
Excellent.
detergent and cleaning products and toothpaste, and you could pretty much replace all your shopping at the other places with
Yes.
doTERRA products and know that they're all natural and safe.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Thank you so much, Tresa, for sharing all of your wealth of knowledge.
You're welcome. Thanks for
And,
having me. This was great.
yeah, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. And for the women, those of you who, you're taking this information in and you're thinking about your own health and wellness, definitely put your questions in here. I'll pass them along to Tresa, but more importantly, it's good for you to connect with her yourself, because a lot of times you don't know what you don't know, right? So definitely connect with her, have a consult, and
It's
find
all free. And honestly, you don't have to buy
out.
anything. I just really want to help. So
Excellent.
yeah,
Yes. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, and just see how, you can clean up your environment and really, in addition to that, it's going to help with your fertility and your overall wellness. And not only that, you get to take that information home and share it with your family and your friends. So
absolutely.
it's all around good. Thank you so much, Tresa.
Thank you
I
for having me. It was
I
so nice
really
to meet you
enjoyed
all.
this
Thank
live.
you. Have a great weekend,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Talk to you soon, Tresa.
Okay, thanks. Bye.